Church and Flow fam, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, go stick around, see if you love me. If you are not new to this channel, then thank you for loving me as much as I love you. And yeah, let's get right into this video. So basically, actually today we're gonna be vlogging. I'm gonna be trying to clean the house. It's Sunday, it's Gist Day, G-Y-S-T, which means get your together. So today's vlog is basically going to be about me trying to get some things together, prepare for my week. Tomorrow is Monday the 30th, and I want to kind of like clean up my room. My room looks atrocious. Make up my bed because my bed looks atrocious. I don't know how we always manage to take the fitted sheet off of the bed. It's like we don't do it manually, but somehow the fitted sheet always ends up off the bed. It pisses me off, and I hate putting it back on the bed. But I'm gonna try to straighten that up, get my room together, put some clothes up, because y'all, I'm a little messy. Sometimes I come in, I just drop my clothes and I don't put them up. And I'll talk about that though. But I'm gonna send some of these vlogs that I already have recorded to my editor, and I'm going to try to edit the one video. I edited this video like a little while ago, and for whatever reason, it didn't, like, it glitched and then I lost all of it. Like, even though I saved it, it didn't save, and so I have to re-edit it, and it pissed me off. But I'm gonna have to finish re-editing that and uploading it. I don't even know if I want to upload it anymore. That's how I'm feeling. Like, I'm just like, do I even care enough to re-upload this video? Like, I might just, it might just be in the wind because. So, but we'll see. Yeah, so let's just get straight into this vlog. The lighting is not gonna be good unless I am facing over here by my ring light, because there is no actual light in my room right now. Our light bulb went off recently. Hopefully we'll get it fixed soon, but we haven't yet, so whatever. This is a caramel macchiato. I'm gonna do a separate video on my skincare routine for Sundays, and yeah, let's just get, you know, see you guys in the next little minute. What's up, y'all? So I am scheduling tweets right now. Y'all can see I'm scheduling tweets on Buffer for my business page, and I'm watching a Chris Sales video, and this man just said, I have to talk about it for just a second because I'm so thrown that I don't know when you guys are going to see this video. By the time this video comes out, it's probably going to be old news. But this boy just had the audacity. I'm still, like, hold up, listen. I just want y'all to listen to what he just said. I'm finna go find the original video because I was actually watching somebody's reaction to it. But I'm about to go to the actual video so y'all can hear that. So y'all can hear that part, because I'm just y'all, like, when I said excuse me, that might be what this whole vlog is about.
So anything the case may be, do y'all think that? But I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying, do y'all ever think about that? I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying, do y'all ever think about those things? Because I do. If somebody came to me, you know, oh, my boyfriend hit me, well, what did you do?
Did y'all just hear that? My boyfriend hit me. Now, if y'all don't know who Chris Sales is, Chris Sales used to be in a relationship with this girl named Queen Naija. They was married, and Chris stepped out on the relationship, and it became public. That's how the relationship ended, blase, blase, blase. I've never really followed Chris Sales for real, because I've always felt like he was screaming attention. And I felt like if I kept watching his videos, if people kept watching his videos, commenting, reacting, he's getting that attention. He's a narcissistic individual who craves attention. But then I just heard this. And what kills me is that this is somebody that a lot of grown men can relate to. And so it makes me question, like, are y'all really out here saying to women when they get hit by their boyfriend, what did you do? What? I'm so confused. Like, I'm literally, as I was listening, because the whole time I'm just like, he's so stupid. I wasn't watching his video. I was watching somebody else's reaction. And I was like, he's so stupid. But that's always what I think when I think about Chris Sales. I just think he's such an idiot. Like, he's so dumb. And he's so sad. Like, I feel bad for this individual because he's narcissistic. It's obvious that he's narcissistic because he's very deflective. He never takes responsibility. He never owns up for his own stuff. And he's always trying to place the blame on other people. And he likes to downplay situations. Anytime a person downplays their role in a situation, is somebody who to me has issues. Like if you cannot take accountability for yourself and your wrongs, you have issues. And there's no like, and if you are the person who was the cheater, if you are the person who was the abuser, and then you turn around and want us to look at what the person who you abused and cheated on, what they did in the relationship wrong, that lets me know right there that you have some issues. Because quite frankly, aside from maybe her beating the crap out of you or cutting you or something, I don't care what she did. I don't care if when you was cheating on her, she turned around and started texting some dudes. I don't care if she talked crap about you. I don't care if she yelled at you something. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I don't care. You hit her. You caused bruises. You cheated on her multiple times and you still embarrass her and talk trash about her to this day. Like, don't tell me to think about what she did. She's acknowledged her wrongdoings. She's honest about hers. And even if she wasn't, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. You are a grown man who hits women and you keep saying you learned from that situation, but you didn't. And here's why you didn't: because you kept doing it. If you learn from a mistake, the mistake does not get repeated. You repeated the mistake more than once. Okay? The only reason you ain't beat up on no girl now is because you ain't got no girl. That's the only reason. If you had a girlfriend right now, she'd have bruises. Like, it's so disgusting. And in my mind, I'm just like, until there's growth, until there's change, you can't ask people to let go of who you once were, because you still are who you once were. I do not like when and the problem is I've dealt with men like this before. So the problem is when you say something like, oh, stop bringing up the past, let's not talk about that no more, y'all keep bringing up the past. But the problem is that you are still who you were in those moments. You have not grown. If you've grown and you've changed, you'd move differently, and he doesn't. So, and the truth is, I don't talk about this kind of stuff often. I never would have mentioned this. I never would be saying this in this video right now if it was not for the fact that this man just really said, if a girl walks up to him and says, my boyfriend hit me, your response will be, what did you do? Does it matter? Like, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. If I come to you, if any woman comes up to me and my boyfriend says, what did you do? The relationship is probably going to end, because if your response to a woman getting abused is, what did you do? There is nothing that a woman can do aside from maybe hitting you like a bunch of times first, because it's different if a woman is continuously hitting a man and then he reacts. But if you are always in a relationship where the woman tends to make you react, you got to start checking yourself. You can't start blaming other people. You got to start checking you. You got looking at yourself, because if you've been in 3 different relationships and in each and every one you were provoked to hit a woman, maybe you get provoked a little too easily, good kind sir. Maybe every time you get mad, that's provocation to you, but that's not how that works. So in my mind, I'm just like, yo, like, no, you are a woman beater. That's what you do. Once you've done it to more than one woman, that's what you do in my mind's eye. Like, okay, the first time you did it to Queen, I was like, okay. And the reason why I didn't like him after he did it to Queen was not because he did it to Queen. It's not that people dislike you because you hit Queen. It's not that people dislike you because you cheated on Queen. It's because you did it. You were not remorseful. You made excuses. You deflected. And you continue to disrespect the woman that you traumatized. Continue to do it. Not just the woman that you traumatized, but the woman who was also simultaneously the mother of your child. And you continue to disrespect her and have the audacity to act like you're the victim because people are acknowledging that you're trash. You are trash, okay? Like, I'm nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not famous in any kind of way, form, or fashion. But my opinion on the situation is that he's just garbage. And it's even worse because you guys represented God when you first came out. You wanted to be a pastor. It, like, makes me sick to my stomach when I think about how you were supposed to represent God, but how you were representing God was by abusing women and by being insecure and narcissistic and evil towards the woman that you are supposed to protect. That is the vow that you took. And instead of protecting her, you traumatized her. You put harm on her. You made her do like, it's like in my mind, I'm just like, and this man really just said that. I wouldn't have said this part of the video never would have been made if I had not just heard those words. I gotta hear it again. I've never in my life.
I'm not saying it's okay.
I'm not saying it's okay.
Think about those things.
Why? Why do I need to think about those things?
My boyfriend hit me. Well, what did you do?
Why do I need to think about those things? If you hit a woman, why do I need to think about what she may or may not have said to make you mad? Why would I need to think about that? I don't give a damn what I say. If you hit me, you better kill me because I'm going to stab you in your sleep. Ain't gonna be no punching me and leaving bruises on me, and then I'm supposed to just cry and we gonna still be together. Oh no. Oh no. It's gonna be some issues. I mean, like, I promise you. Like, I just don't understand. And if I had been one of Queen's friends and I knew about it, when I tell you that every single male cousin that I have would have been at that doorstep, like, you just do not understand. You do not hit a woman, abuse a woman, and then deflect as if it's not your fault that you did it. It's always your fault. It's you. You the reason. Ain't got nothing to do with her. You did it. You hit her. It's your fault. Period. That's the end of it. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. There is nothing you can say. And now that he just said that, every last iota and ounce of respect that I had for him is gone. And I feel bad for baby Chris for being in the presence of a man who's not a man, but a little freaking boy who has the audacity to say things like, if a woman gets hit, he's gonna ask the woman, victim blaming, ask the woman what she did. I'm so like, I'm flabbergasted. I'm sorry, y'all. I needed to get all that out. I needed to say that because when I just saw, like, literally, I turned on the camera as soon as I just saw that. I was like, what the did I just hear? Like, I don't know. Am I tripping? Like, did y'all hear that? And did it trigger you a little bit? Like, as a woman or even as a man, like, did you not hear that and think, nigga, what? Like, what? Why is that the first thing that you said? Not even what happened. Like, if you had said something like, okay, what happened? Trying to get the whole story. That's another thing. But the first thing you say is, what did you do? As in this man hit you, so it has to be your fault. What? And he's a public figure. He's caused himself an influence and inspiration to other people. So as somebody who's supposed to be you, and he thinks very highly of himself. He thinks of himself as like a pioneer. Like, you know, everybody looks up to him and he's all of that in a bowl of grits. He thinks it's of himself. He said it. You know, I started this. I made waves. So blah, blah, blah. Like, this is not a humble bone in this man's body. But we're not going to talk about that. But if that's who you see yourself as, then why would you portray yourself as somebody who thinks that a woman could ever be responsible for an abusive man in her life? I don't care if Queen was texting 50 different dudes. If you punched her, that's your fault. Ain't got nothing to do with Queen. That means that you hit women. That don't mean that, oh, a woman, because of her infidelity, is now deserving of you punching her. I don't feel like a woman should do it to a man either. I really don't. But I also feel like if you are abusing a woman, having a woman having to put makeup over her bruises, bro, there is nothing you can say that will make that okay. Nothing. And it's worse because she's not the only one. Nobody even really knew about it until after the other ones came out and blasted your raggedy behind. I'm just flabbergasted. Moving on with the vlog. Moving on, because he can't get no more attention from me. That's the only time y'all gonna hear me talk about him. I just can't believe that I just heard that come from a black man's lips. I just can't believe I just heard it, and it pissed me off. Okay, I'm done. So Ira's on his way home, and when he gets here, I'm gonna ask him about the situation, and I'm gonna play the same thing for him that I played for y'all, so that he can tell me what he thinks about it. I know he might. Hopefully, he don't get too mad, because like men hit with like that kind of stuff, it's like a hot button for him a little bit. But I do want to hear, like, if I'm tripping. Like, I don't think that I am. In fact, I know for a fact that I'm not. But I'm going to ask him straight up and straight out. Just like, after hearing that, what is your first thoughts? You know what I'm saying? Because niggas are trash. That's all that I'm going to say about that. I'm about to play you something. And I want you to tell me what your thoughts are when you hear it. I already talked about it. Went on a whole rant.
Well, what did you do? Like, what did you do?
What did...
Now tell me.
He needs to go to jail so he can be around men, so that he can't, that way, and see if that same mentality gonna go to them. Because
he literally said if somebody walks up to him and says to them, my boyfriend hit me, his response will be, what did you do? Not even what happened, but what did you do? What did you do? He even changed his tone. What did you do? Like, what? Does it matter? Like I said, it'd be one thing, like, if I, like, stabbed or whatever.
He wants to be accepted for his mistakes, but in order for us to accept you for your mistakes, first you have to accept the mistake yourself. That's the problem. You can't, if I was to cheat on you, and I want the whole world to be like, hey, man, forgive me, I cheated, but you gotta ask yourself, if I cheated, there had to be something. That's not accepting that's not accepting what I did wrong. That's trying to shift blame and run from the real issue. The real issue is you need to be man enough to say, yo, I did wrong by her. I'm happy that she's doing better. I'm happy she's in a better place mentally, physically, and emotionally, and spiritually. I'm happy she's in a better place because at that time, I was not who I should have been and what she deserved at that time. If me and you would have any type of problem where we are no longer even so much as in each other's face, at the end of the day, I know for a fact I would say, you know what? If she ends up with someone who makes her feel like a good person, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all that stuff, I can't even be mad because I can honestly tell you that, hey, I'm happy that you found someone that was ready for what you were ready for on the level that you were on. Because I obviously was not. As much as I may say, hey, I was ready. Well, actions speak louder than words. And if I keep saying I'm ready, but I've shown I'm not ready, you have to go off my actions rather than my words. That obviously means I wasn't ready. And I'm happy that you found someone who was ready. And not only does that give you a chance to be with someone that helps you get where you're going because you're not ready for that next step like they are, but it allows me to go off and grow into where you needed me to be. Because sometimes guys grow more once they're with and women always say like, oh, you know, he did all this growing this and all this growing up that and all this changing this after we broke up. Why couldn't he do it with me? I'll tell you why. Because women are the queens of seed planting. You plant seeds of enrichment in whoever and wherever, especially black women. You are the epitome of setting the example because you plant seeds of enrichment whoever and wherever you go, whether it's in your community or in your household or within your children or within your husband. That's what you do best. So when you planted that seed, some seeds don't grow. It may take a long time for it to grow. Nobody tells you that seed's going to be a tree in a year. It may not be a tree in a year. Maybe only a shrub in a year. Maybe only a stump in a year. That may not be what you're already ready for a tree. We get that. But if he's not sprouted into a tree yet, sometimes it's better for you to go ahead and go off and find your tree because it's taking him too long. And he needs to go on his own time. So when he becomes a tree, he'll start seeing it from your perspective.
Like, this is the thing. Like he's saying, oh, like I made a mistake, da 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 da. But you have to ask yourself when first of all, Queen is not the first, not the last, and not the only person that he's had this issue. So I'm like, if you are learning from your mistakes, if you're growing, the problem is he wants people to accept them mistakes for mistakes of the past, but you still make them. You have not grown out of that person yet. Like, you're still that person. Your very last relationship, like, the only reason that he's not right now getting accused of beating on a woman is because he's right now not with one. That's the only reason. But your last relationship and every relationship you had before that, including Queen, you hit her. You always had your reasons. I said, but you have to ask yourself, if you're in every relationship you're in, you're being quote unquote provoked to hit your woman, maybe what provokes you is not what provokes the normal person. Maybe you are just so easily provoked. If a woman yells at you and that provokes you to hit her, or if a woman doesn't do what you want her to do and that provokes you to hit her, that's a you problem.
Here's what I would say to what he said. Men, back me if I'm lying. Is that your first mentality when your sister comes home and tell you that a man hit her? Would your mentality be, well, damn, sis, what did you do? No. If Dallas came home right now and said, somebody hit me, I ain't about to say, well, Dallas, what did you do? I ain't even asking what happened. Point me in a direction. That's it. Give me a GPS. I need an address. Because I'm about to run up and hurt somebody.
That's what I'm saying. If that's how you view women,
don't tell mom the whole story. Mom is the one you talk about the whole story. For me and Ivan, I'm about to call Ivan. I'm calling Dante. I'm calling James. Oh, we strapping up. Point me in a direction. I'm like, hey, yo, Ivan. Yo, you good? Hey, you off Saturday, right? Say less. I need you making moves with me, bro. Yeah, we gotta go body this nigga out there in Decatur, bro. You with me? Say less. We gotta go body this nigga. I don't need the story. Mom is the one you tell the story to. I don't need a story. I need an address.
It's just like, how do you say that? Like, if a girl comes in, like, if I walk up to a guy and I say to him, my boyfriend hit me, and he asked me what I did.
Somebody about to be trying to knock on my front door, talking about, did you hit this young lady? I'm gonna hit him and close my front door. Bow. Fuck nigga. Right out that back door.
But this is the other thing he said. This is how you know something is wrong with him. He said later on in the video, because it's a long video, I knew where that one was. I don't know where the other one is. But he said he told Queen that he was proud of him. And Queen didn't respond. And he was like, and that's how you know that there's something still there. I was like,
He said what? Wait.
He texted Queen and told Queen that he was proud of her and all that she's accomplished, right? And Queen never replied.
I wouldn't have replied either. I've had exes. I didn't even tell you about these women. I've had exes hit me up looking at my Instagram talking about oh my God, you've gotten so far with basketball. You're doing so great. Oh, I heard you're about to go overseas and be really a pro. I'm so proud of your progress. I'm proud of this. I'm proud of that. Okay. What do you want me to do with that information?
Right,
like,
and she didn't respond.
I'm
But he's like, that's
self.
how
I don't need you to be proud of me.
Her not responding, he was like, that's how you know there's something still there. And I was like,
that doesn't
what?
That
So
means
somebody don't acknowledge you, that means that doesn't even make sense.
It means that someone has grown past your opinion. They don't
care.
It.
She don't care. Like, don't nobody care about your
nobody
proud.
Tell me I don't need my exes telling me I'm proud of you. Yo, your opinion lost its value when you lost me as a person. Most of my exes, if not, well, I ain't had many, so I only got like 2. Mm-hmm. So I only got like 2 exes. I ain't date like that. So, but like,
I mean, like, I've had the same thing. I said, like, oh, I'm so proud of you. You've done this. You've done that. I said, yes, I have. Moving on.
I don't even say that. I just be like, cool.
I'll respond. I said, but at the same time, thinking about who Queen is, I respond to these exes. They have not done to me what Chris Sales has done to Queen.
I know what my exes want. They want dingling. So you ain't, and that's nothing more than what's called a scapegoat. All you're doing is looking for a back entrance into something. You're looking for a back entrance, a way back into my life. You're looking for an entrance. And whenever they text me saying, because I've had what's her face hit me up and she was just like, text me. I knew it was her because she's the only person that used to text me in Spanish. So she texted me this whole message in Spanish, and all it really said was, You're looking great. You look like you've gained weight. You look like you're putting on muscle. I'm happy that you're moving so far in life. I'm like, all this other stuff. And I was like, cool.
It's just a level of,
and they sent back question marks, and they were
narcissism.
just like, what do you mean just cool? I'm like, that's it. That's all I have to say. I don't know what else to say back. Because I don't need, you were that one ex that cheated on me, bruh. And you cheated on me what?
And that's another thing, like, Queen has moved on with a whole nother man and a whole nother child with this man. And if she chooses not to respond to you, that doesn't mean that there's something there, or there's something thinking about you. Exactly. Like, she's not thinking about you, bro. So when you text her, she probably saw it and then moved on with her day. Probably talked to Clarence and was like, look at this nigga. Like,
I know that's what she would have did.
Exactly. Like, look at this clown texting me he proud of me. Because you diss her in one breath and then the next tell her you proud of her. You diss her in one breath.
It's cool, bro. So am I.
You diss her in one breath and then the next breath you're like, oh, I'm proud of her, I'm glad she's happy, but then you diss her in another breath. You find humor in people talking about her getting played, like that's funny to you, but then the next breath is, oh, I'm proud of her, I got nothing but love for her, there's still love there, blah blah. Like, do you hear how stupid and contradicting you sound? Like the girl who, because like I told y'all originally, I was watching somebody else's reaction to his video before I went and watched his video myself, and they were just like, adults see your stupidness for what it is, except for other narcissistic adults. The only person who's going to really be rocking with you that's grown AF is somebody who is just as narcissistic, and because they relate to you and your arrogance and your narcissism, they're not gonna argue with you. They're gonna have your back. But for the most part, the people that have his back are children, a bunch of 14-year-old boys who don't know nothing about nothing. But grown people see it for what it is. It's weird behavior, and I feel it because I feel like, I told you already, I feel like he does a lot of the stuff he does. What are you doing?
Oh, this is Dwayne Wade's sister's thing. I was looking for this thing about Black Lives Matter. Someone was talking about, she posted something. I was trying to look for it.
Like, I felt like he did it for.
I don't feel like scrolling through all that shit. She got like 900 posts.
I feel like he does it for the purpose of, like, the girl, the example she made, like his video that's supposed to be a diss track about Clarence, that wasn't even a diss track. But in fact, I don't even think he really mentioned Clarence for real in the video. But anyway, the song that's supposed to be a diss track, it got like 1 million views, right? But his latest song that's just about him got like 40,000 views. So you see that the content that he does that surrounded Clarence and Queen gets him more money. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's really why he does this stuff. I don't even think it's really that he's still in love with Queen. I think that he misses the attention that he got when he was with Queen. He misses being the center of attention like he was when he was Queen, and people looking at him as an inspiration, because one of the main things he always says is, oh, I'm a pioneer, I'm a goat, I'm da-da-da-da. He tell Clarence to humble himself all the time, but you need to humble yourself. Clarence just talks about what he can afford to do. You be acting like you a god, like you just started YouTube, like you was just the king and queen bee of YouTube. And I mean, yeah, y'all were people that were there at the very beginning, but you're nobody now. So I'm gonna need you to like act accordingly. Humble yourself. Humble yourself. Instead of telling Clarence to humble himself, who has his family together, who has his kid, who has his stuff together. His family is taken care of, and he's taking care of himself, buying his wife or his girlfriend a Birkin bag and all that other stuff, while you're at home hating on them and making videos about them and making money from it. That is how you are racking up your coin. You can't do it on your own. Clarence and Queen can do it without saying your name. You can't say the same. So if anybody needs to humble themselves, it would be you. You need to humble yourself. And you need to stop acting as if everybody's supposed to forgive you for being a woman beater. Nobody has to forgive you for that. Some people, especially people who have experienced abuse, they've experienced abuse. They don't want to like somebody who's doing something. He said that somebody said they don't like him because of the decisions that he makes. He's like, imagine not liking a stranger because of the decisions. That's like not liking somebody because they chose a pair of shoes that you don't like, and because they chose that pair of shoes, you don't like them. I said, are you really comparing shoes to the fact that you beat women and cheat on them? Like, those are the decisions that you're comparing. That's how you know he is narcissistic, because narcissistic people never take responsibility. They can never say, I'm wrong, I did wrong, I'm sorry, no excuses. He always says, oh yeah, I made mistakes, I apologize. But he never just flat out said, yes, I did this, Queen, I'm sorry. Like, never. The girl was traumatized, and you had the audacity to tell us that we should be thinking about what she did to you to make you do that. Can't nobody make you beat no woman. Like, Queen is like, when you see Queen, you know for a fact she's submissive. That's how she was raised. So even if she came at you or she yelled at you, I can guarantee that it was probably not enough for you to warrant hitting her and beating her to the point where she flinches in her next relationship when they reach for something. Like, there's different levels. And the fact that this man can I literally don't ever talk about this. Like, I've had a pet peeve about it. Like, Chris Sales and Pretty Boy Fredo are the two black men on the internet that just make my stomach hurt. Like, I cannot. It's like they make my skin crawl. The narcissism, the arrogance, the lack of self-responsibility, the deflection. Oh, it drives me crazy. Like, I just can't. But the fact, and I never ever talk about it, but when I saw what he said, like when I was watching that video and I saw that, I was like, what? Like, I couldn't. So I had to come on here and I had to say something about it. And you know what? I'm going to end this video right here because it's probably going to be long enough just talking about this. So if you made it to this point in the video, then leave a question mark emoji in the comment section down below. Let me know you guys' take on the situation. If you've seen this video, if you even know who Chris Sales is, or whatever, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Try to be nice. I really do. Like, in the past, I've tried to give Chris the benefit of the doubt, but it's like he's literally the most ignorant, arrogant person I've ever seen on the internet, aside from Pretty Boy Fredo. I'm not going to talk about Pretty Boy Fredo in this video, but just know that my dislike for Pretty Boy Fredo is way higher than my dislike for Chris Sales. Like,
Pretty Boy who?
Pretty Boy Fredo. Remember the one when I showed you, like, I went on a whole rampage about Pretty Boy Fredo. Like, he makes me actually angry. Like, if I were to ever see him in person and I were to see him do any of the things that I've seen him do online, I might go off. Like, I might just embarrass him in front of his friends and family. So, yeah, like, but I pray for Chris Sales because I feel like something is really wrong with him. Like, I feel like he really got issues. And let me know you guys' point of view. I know a lot of people think it's like, oh, like, diehard fans of Queen and Clarence. But I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even watch Queen and Clarence's videos like that. Like, I really don't. I like Queen. I do like Queen, like her music, and I like her as a person, but no more than I like anybody else. Like, and I kept trying with Chris. Like, I kept trying to support his journey and accept him, but he just kept on. And after a while, it was just like, it's not a mistake anymore. It's habit. It's who you are, and I just can't. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Vlogmas.